bent arm lock. Going to look at how it's traditionally taught, and then we're going to add a few more wee details to it. So again, you know, from week one we're looking for this cross choke or whatever. Carl's going to be defending his neck. Okay, but a basic sure.
No, it's okay, you can do it now.
Okay, so a basic way of getting the bent arm lock in Americana is both of my hands want to push Carl's arm to the mat. Okay, and my goal is to get my elbow beside his ear. Once I get a bend in his arm, and this is a monkey grip, because if I've got this side, he can straighten his arm. So it's a thumbless grip. Try to straighten your arm now, it's a lot harder. So I feed my hand, I swing my hand, grab my wrist, put my forehead on my wrist, and my right hand is the one that does the arm lock because it's dragging Carl's elbow towards his flat, and then I raise my elbow at the top. Okay, now that was me, by the way. I just be tapping out there, you know, very bad flexibilities in my shoulder, but everybody's different. Okay, weird car, you're having to go way back here. Okay, so again, one more time. So, Carl's defending, I put both grips on his forearm, I push this to the mat, getting my elbow to the mat. Once I get a 90-degree bend in the arm, I swim my hand underneath. So I grab my wrist, I put my forehead on my wrist, and I drag, because again, you see this a lot in MMA, and the crowd's thinking, oh, this guy's getting his arm broke, but there's nothing on the shoulder there. I need to drag it back, and as I drag it back towards his lap, I raise my elbow. It gets the nickname paintbrush, because it's like a paintbrush on the ground. Okay, so, but again, the problem with doing it like that is, the second I do this, and I try to push all my pressure to get Carl's arm to the mat, Carl just straightens his arm straight out, and I'm here. And maybe I get the bent arm lock, but it's not as high percentage. Because all my weight, you know, if Carl doesn't stop me from pushing your arm to the mat, all my weight up 2 against 1. But when I push down like that, okay, it is no control. It is controlling Carl's ability to this movement, okay, but it's not stopping him from doing this. So if I use 2 and I try to push down, he's going to be doing that every time. So one way we can get around that is I'll use my sort of curls. If I grab his left hand, I'll use a cross grip on his wrist. My goal now is not to put his arm on the mat. I just want to get my elbow beside his ear, like this. Okay, and the other detail is I'm going to keep my elbow tucked to my hip. So if Carl now tries to straighten his arm, it's not going to happen because I've got it tucked to my body. Okay, and see the way Carl's being really smart. Okay, and he's punching it this way. When he does, there you go. And the last week's move, and I hit my move again because he's punching it that way. Never work with animals, children, or Carl. Okay, especially when it's on camera. Take that as a compliment. So I'm here. I use one hand. Right. My goal is to put my elbow beside his ear, so I'm not trying to push this to the mat, but I also keep this elbow tucked. So if Carl tries to straighten his arm, it's not going to happen. And if he punches it across, I'm on his back. Gift drop. So from here, keep it tucked, and all I do is I try to put this elbow on the mat. I have no interest in pinning this to the mat. And when I get it here, it's surprisingly easy to come underneath because he hasn't this on the mat, and I can come underneath. Get my grip. Okay. Now, as before, I drag it back and lift up, but I don't want to put my forehead on the mat. Okay. Or sorry, on my wrist, which is commonly taught. Because from here, Carl puts his right hand on my armpit and bridges, I've lost the position. Why? Because my head is lower than my body, and when he pushes me, okay, my body will always go where my head is facing. Because it's down low and I'm here, it's easy for him to push me off. Again, I've seen this where I can keep my opposite hook in, like so. Okay, and flare this knee. Try to push the bridge now. It's not going to happen, but remember we talked about that grapevine. If you're up against somebody who's good and they know this position, he just has to kick his leg out, and now he can get on my back. Alright, do it again. Got my own back there. Shoot your everything. Yeah, so he's on my back. Switch positions. Okay, so look. Once Carl gets his Americana in place, and he's here, he puts his hook in. Okay, look, if I straighten my leg out and push through, look, I hip escape, one back. So, and again, there's nothing wrong. You can use the hook, but as long as you're aware of that, so putting the hook in. But an easier option is when I get to here, and I'm in this position, all I need to do is I need to keep my head higher than my body. So I just look away, okay, my head is up, and then I put my Americana. Try to bruise me off neck guard. Yeah, no. Okay. So, one more time. Car's playing defense. I get my grip. I keep it tucked to my body. My goal is not to push his arm to the mat. I just give my elbow to the mat here. Slide it underneath, head up. Americana. I'm looking away, because it's common sense. If I'm looking at him, if it's MMA, he can hit me in the face from there, so he's only going to be hitting the back of my neck. Again, going into more Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which normally is going to happen, Carl's going to be keeping it really tight, and he can be going like this, defending against the choke. So if he's crossed his arms like this, I can just use my elbow. Just put my elbow in there, and I use that. I put my weight behind it, my core, and I keep this hook here. So when I drive this to the mat, as Carl tries to straighten his arm, it's already there. Or if he's just like this, same thing, and he's defending, because I'm going to be looking for this cross choke. Carl's defense, he can be here, super tucked. Instead of going for this then, I just put my elbow behind it, my hand's cupped waiting, so when I smear this down and he tries to straighten it, I'm in. And then go for that. Even if he goes for a double grip as well, sometimes people will grip like this as well, I can still use that. I always want to attack the top arm. Okay, so from here, if it's like this, same thing, smear it. And again, he'll want to bring his arm free. When he does, I have it. If it's crossed over, okay, I'll go for the top arm again. Or side to side, it's the same thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's work the Americana, guys, for 5.